Hello and welcome back to another episode of Market Maker Mondays. This is episode 2, and today on Monday, I do believe Monday the 17th of April, we've actually seen quite a big move to start off the week in a bullish manner on DXY. And I'm going to explain why we saw that push and overall go through what we can look for the rest of the week. So if I hide this quickly. Okay, so last week we had a push down into our prior weekly low. So we had this weekly low get taken. What can we expect after taking a huge level of liquidity like this? We can expect a bounce. So where am I looking to take price into? Overall, I want to see price come back to a premium price level if we're going to continue selling short. So my first targets will be this weekly inversion level across here. And I'm going to see how price reacts around that because that was a sensitive area last week for price. If we do break through, we can expect to see 103,300 over the next couple of weeks. But for now, my first target is this weekly FEG. Moving on to the daily time frame, we have our order block that we're currently trading in right now, as well as our weekly inversion level. So this, to me, will be a level of sensitivity for price. So we may actually see price react from this and then pull back and then go higher, or we may just react and continue lower. Either way, we're going to be ready for whatever the market offers us. So if we do get a daily close through 50% mean threshold of this daily order block, I will be looking to take the rest of the week bullish and aim for our 103,500 level. I don't expect it to get hit this week, but over the next couple of weeks, I do believe we will come back up here if we can break through this daily order block on the dollar. Going on to the monthly, actually, I wanted you to see this if I get rid of these. Okay, so monthly level that I'm particularly interested in is this fair value gap. So at the minute, we've reacted off it twice. So we could actually get a bounce and come back and fill out this monthly level within here if we are going to continue short. And we have a lot of lows on the monthly time frame down at $90. So looking at that, we can understand the price may want to push lower over the next year. Today's price action, we can have a look at. So if I go to won't go into the Discord area because I didn't send it in the trade section today. I just sent it in the members chat. Okay, so today I actually sent a setup for everyone in the members chat. It was an Asian setup. So we had a typical Monday, run on lows, run on liquidity. We then had a push up. We then had a change in delivery as we failed to continue lower after coming into this 15-minute fair value gap. At this point, we saw price push up back into a new high, and then we didn't quite take out our Asian high. So that was our first targets. If you go onto my Twitter, you'll see I was targeting 101,900 for my first targets. We can understand after this price action, where did price break out from? We can simply take it from this breaker block across here. And this would have been your confluence for your Euro, US dollar trade and your GBP trade. Other than that, that was the setup on DXY today. You could have transferred that across to both foreign pairs. Both of them moved quite nicely. And you could have caught a nice trade today. We were below midnight open also. Going on to Euro USD, this was the trade. So we had Asian high get taken out alongside this hourly high into this 15-minute order block. We then broke structure and create fair value gaps. We then were above midnight open price, and then we sold off and reacted back into our Wednesday low from last week, which was in fact our news event, which pushed price up here. So that's what we can expect for when we have a news event. We can expect levels of liquidity to be sat below the other side once a big move happens. Going on to the daily. So if I get rid of my drawings and going on to the daily, right now we're in the same predicament as dollar. So we've currently just taken out this daily high across here. When we take out a daily high, we always expect a pullback or a bounce from that level of liquidity. We've actually broken through, so we can probably expect further pricing on this. But we do, in fact, have a liquidity trend line right now, which is very enticing for retail traders. So this is why I actually expect this to maybe get broken this week. And then we can see if we do break through this level down here, we're going to have to react nicely with the market. If we get a closure through this order block down here, we can then expect to short price back down into this order block level and this fair value gap down here as our daily targets for EU for a pullback back into a discount price region to continue higher. So that's what I'm looking for on the euro. I do think we'll probably snap this trend line this week, but that's just an opinion. I will be reacting off the daily candles and I'll be trading whatever the market shows me. So right now, no clear bias. The clear bias is to the upside, but depending on how this daily closes is really important. If we do close through this fair value gap, then I kind of am I'm kind of more positive that we're going to push lower right into this daily fair value gap or just come and fill out these wicks. But this trend line is too enticing for retail traders, so we can expect a sell-off, especially after taking a key daily high. GU, same scenario. So GU was very nice today. I sent out a trade. I didn't take it myself. Price didn't tag me in. I'll show you the exact setup. But if we go on to the weekly, we can see we have a weekly fair value gap inversion level. We've taken this weekly side of liquidity. So this week, I'm expecting a pullback, take out some of this weekly liquidity back into our inversion level or this fair value gap down here if we don't react off our first inversion level. So we can also mark this on as another weekly support. And then I further want price to come back into 126 over the next month or so. So that's the overall draw on liquidity for now. But I do want to pull back this week. That's what I'm looking for. I want a bearish week this week, and hopefully we get that. Dropping down to the daily time frame, we can see that price closed very bearish on Friday. And if we can get onto the 12-hour time frame, we can see after taking this low across here that we've actually had a change in delivery of price after the break of structure. We then broken through, came back into the fair value gap today and then reacted nicely. So the setup I sent to the Discord members was this setup. Price didn't quite get to our draw on liquidity, but overall was a nice setup. As you can see, so we took Asian low first. No, we took Asian high, took Asian low. We then came back above London high within New York. We then came into this fair value gap across here as our point of interest. Notice our body closures back below the fair value gap, showing that the fair value gap has sustained and bearish pressure is still to the downside. We can see bearish push down. So I was waiting for any candle to come back above this high. But unfortunately, price came 1 to 2 pips. No, 0.2 pips away from our entry for this trade. And we missed a nice 3R on that trade. Overall, not too bothered about it. Discipline is key in this trading game. We're back above midnight high also. GJ, so one of the Discord members has requested this. We also had a beautiful setup on GJ this morning. So one of the guys actually mentioned this setup, and it was actually a peach perfect setup this morning for London Open. We had these triple lows down here. We then came and took Asian low. But this is what I liked about it this morning. We had this order block. We then had Asian range within, let me go on to the 15-minute. Asian range, we then wicked out in price, came into our fair value gap / order block. Price should have really had our stops above an order, this order block above here. So around a 30 pip stop on this, but the risk to reward was there because it was over 80 pips in profit, just taking Asian low. Price then reacted from this 15-minute order block and then took out buy side as well. But overall, on GJ, so we've actually accumulated today. We've just been ranging, seek and destroy type markets, buy side and sell side, both being taken. But what I like about GJ is that this order block is holding for us right now. So what do I expect? We have a nice low here, nice low here, nice low here. We then have a fair value gap. So I'd like to see tomorrow price this sell off into our handle at 165,180. On the daily time frame, I do believe that's a fair value gap, which is back in a discount region into an order block also. So that's what I'm liking on GJ. We have these lows here. We have a lot of news by the looks of it, so that may push price back down into our levels down here at 164,500 to 165,500. Gold. So starting off on gold, what did we see last week on gold? We saw a bullish push and we didn't kind of react. So this is explaining to me that price may pull back as well with gold. We may have completed this leg and we might want to see a new leg down into our weekly fair value gap to continue price higher over the next few weeks. So it aligns with our DXY bias in the fact that we want to come back into a premium on DXY for continuations of sells. So we'll be looking for sells this week on gold and most foreign pairs by the looks of it. We've taken a weekly high. We then need to come make a new leg by the looks of it. So targets for this week on gold will be probably this weekly low down here. 1952 would be a weekly target on gold. But our overall target for gold is 1934. And once we see that level, we'll come into this breaker block and we'll understand the price will probably run our overall draw on liquidity, which is 2065/70. So that is gold on the 4 hour. Not sure what it did today. Okay, so we've actually been bearish today and we've started to break some market structure. So we have closed 4 hour closures like this, have closed through these price levels here. So what can we expect for price tomorrow? So price has pulled back and we can probably expect some kind of pullback back into a premium and then a continuation and sell off back into our levels down here. So we have some nice trendline liquidity within here. So that is what I'll be looking for on gold. So we have some nice liquidity, push further down, take them all out, perhaps come fill out these gaps down here. But that's a really long-term bias. But that's all I'm seeing on gold right now. Let's have a look what happened today. We had similar scenarios to the foreign pair. So I reckon we'll push back up, come down, wick out all these stops, and then we can finally push higher into our 2072. So overall, that's what I'm looking for the week. We're looking for DXY, bullish on DXY. And we're going to wait for our daily order block on DXY to see how price reacts around it. But personally, what I see price doing is something like this week. So if I get a paintbrush, I want to see something like this. So let's say we tap into 50% tomorrow. Let's say we pull back and then push and then just a slow move up back into our order block up here. That is what I'll be looking for on DXY. Other than that, that is Market Maker Monday, episode 2. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to join the Discord if you haven't already. A lot of my trades get sent out there and the members inside are killing it. So other than that, I'll catch you all in the next video.